This one is going to hurt. The key concept here is that we have a few different ways to look inside people's brains already. First, there's a polygraph, which is not very accurate, and it measures your level of stress response. And the reason that's a problem for accuracy is that people who are psychopaths don't feel a stress response when they lie. So if a psychopath is taking a polygraph and they lie, it doesn't show up as a stress response. They seem to pass, even though they're lying. In contrast, an electroencephalogram, an EEG, is just metal strips touching the skin of your forehead, a little cap. An EEG can detect whether or not the empathy regions of your brain are active or not. And they've been able to tell for over a decade whether or not you are capable of empathy. And clinically, psychopaths are incapable of affective empathy. They can do cognitive empathy where they recognize what someone else's emotion is, but that's not real empathy. Empathy is affective empathy when you're feeling the emotion that someone else is going through. So we can identify who's a psychopath with an EEG scan. It's very easy. And those people will be able to lie on a polygraph and seem to pass. So now you have to ask yourself, why do intelligence agencies insist on using a polygraph on their officers when they could be using an EEG? The only motive which would explain why they insist on a polygraph instead of an EEG is because the people up at the top of those agencies know that they need to hide the psychopaths within their ranks. That is the only plausible motive. So now I'm going to get into a couple more details about protocol within intelligence agencies, because I'm an algorithm designer. So it was a while back that intelligence agencies wanted to keep secrets. This is outgrowth from like World War II and some other stuff. And so they decided on what's called need to know. The need to know policy is that if you don't need to know something for your own operations, it's intentionally kept secret. It is a opt in to knowledge. So need to know was the first policy they picked. And that seemed like a good idea to dumb people. Pointy-haired idiot bureaucrats thought that was great. But that's not the only way to protect secrecy. It was just a dumb, easy way to do it. So they adopted need to know. And they had that going. It's still going on. And then, once computer technology started pushing its way into society, they adopted a second policy. And that's backdoor everything. Every system, they want to have a backdoor into that system. So this has been known for a long time. In hacker communities, they can break into your devices. All the intelligence agencies have access to your Windows computer, your cell phone. Israel has been selling the software called Graphite, which lets them hack into your phone without you doing anything. You don't have to click on a button. It's nothing. It's automatic into your phone. So they sell that to other governments. So the intelligence agencies want to make sure that they have a backdoor into every system. But at the same time, they have the policy of need to know. And what that means is if there's some evil group within an intelligence agency, that evil group can get through the back door without anyone knowing. So here's the concept from strategy. If there's some big number one evil and they need some henchmen, some munchkins working for them, they are concerned that their henchmen might rise up against them. That one of the henchmen might get stronger and try to displace who's at the top. So whenever one of the henchmen starts to step out of line or get too much power, then the evil at the top is going to rat out their own henchmen to an intelligence agency. The evil at the top is going to tell the intelligence agency, look, there's this evil henchman guy who seems like he's in charge of something. And then the people who want to pretend that they're heroes within the intelligence agency are going to go after that henchman, thinking that they're winning, when they're really just the hatchet job HR policy of the evil at the top. So we already have AI-assisted NMRI scans that are high enough resolution and accuracy to be able to tell the difference between a lie and a memory. To be able to tell when you're empathizing. They can regenerate your mental imagery. They can regenerate your internal monologue. And it won't be long. It won't be long.